my name is Shauna, and I am the host of Let's Chat North Carolina, and welcome back to our newest segment. And on today's show, we have a local here from North Carolina. Her name is Michelle Winstead, and she is the owner and operator of Selections Rentals, located out of the city of Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome to Let's Chat, Michelle.
Thank you, Shauna.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. Well, it's wonderful to have you here. And your business, you've been in business a while.
Yes.
Selections Rentals really is fostered from your original business, which was Selections Entertainment,
Yes.
right? Okay. Tell us a little bit more how you got into the wedding entertainment party business, starting with your original business model, which was under the name of Selections Entertainment, and how you grew that business to where we are today, Selections Rentals.
Sure. We started in 2009, and I always had, creative, different visions after graduating from college. Myself and family and friends, we were always known for throwing parties and hosting. So I just had that creative mind, that creative niche, and we started Selections Entertainment in 2009, and we had different businesses under our belt, different services. So we did event planning, wedding planning, catering, and rentals. And we did that for a few years, and then we converted last year in 2022, and we did Selections Rentals. So we just decided to just concentrate on the rentals, and because we saw the area, it was a need for so many people needed linens and different decor items. So now we're Selections Rentals, and we're focusing on rentals.
Well, that's amazing because, as we both know, the party business, the wedding industry, it's a niche industry.
Yes.
And it takes a lot of involvement to actually put on a wedding party or do what you do and supply the linens and the tableware and the glasses to put off such a grand event. So when people call Selections Rentals and you pick up the phone and they're interested in your services, what exactly is your customer looking for when they call you?
We're like the cherry on the top, the ice cream, the missing piece. I think sometimes people think rentals are not important. Of course, any category is important. The wedding planner, your baker, your caterer, but rentals is that cherry on the top. Right. So it makes your event or your wedding or your special occasion pop. So if they're contacting us, they need linens, they need utensils, they need glassware, they need table overlays. It's so many different items with rentals.
Exactly, because, when you look at a wedding or a party, when you step into the venue, whether it's a big venue or a home party, one of the first things you notice is the decor.
Yes.
It sets off the ambiance.
Yes.
And so, depending on your budget, for one, what you're looking for, the linen, the tableware, it's a piece of the puzzle that truly matters. And based on our conversation, it's something that a lot of people overlook until the last minute.
Yes.
Tell me why it's so important to have the right centerpieces, to have the right linenware. What does it bring out in the party visually? When someone is. If I were to go to a party, the first thing I'm going to look at is how's the table decorated? What ambiance does it set off? It gives you kind of an idea of the flow of the room and the party and the people attending the party. Why do people need linens to set the party off?
It sets off satisfaction, especially if someone is getting married and they're walking in the room. You don't want to just have a plain table just sitting there. Right. So it's satisfaction, it's ease, it's knowing it's like I said, the cherry on the top. It's the final ending of the event and the wedding is happening. So it's that great satisfaction in being satisfied.
Right, and your guests, let's just be real, they judge you based on how well you can put on the party. So what we have here right now is an example. We got two tables, but we're going to focus on this one here.
Sure.
This is a beautiful setup right here. Tell us what we're looking at right here. From your placement to the texture of your linens to just everything is so beautifully set up.
Sure, thank you. As you can see, we do have several pieces on the table. But again, like you said, when Selections Rentals contact us, it's so many different pieces and missing pieces that they need.
Right.
So I want to start off with showing this is considered a specialty linen.
Okay.
So this is black sequins. Sometimes your popular linen is polyester, but sometimes people want to jazz it up a little bit, and they'll do a sequence linen. So this is our black sequence linen that we provide. We provide so many different type of linens and materials. It can be satin, it can be sequins, it can be polyester. So again, when they contact us, we try to get a feel of the event and see what they need and want.
Okay.
So we have our black linen, specialty linen. Then we want to start with our table setting. We have, these are called charger plates. So
Okay.
sometimes people want to jazz it up and they just don't want to put a regular plate on the table. They want to put the charger plate and the plate, or sometimes people just do charger plates in a napkin. So we have our gold beaded charger plates.
Okay. Beautiful.
And then we have our polyester black napkins. And to add a little spice, we did some napkin holders, some red napkin holders to just bring out the table a little bit more.
It's the details that,
Yes.
I mean, the details just sets everything off precisely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we also have our gold utensils. So we have our dinner fork, we have our salad fork, we have our knife, dinner knife, and then we also have our spoon.
Okay.
So, again, this helps the table so you're not, and there's nothing wrong with plasticware, but this brings the event out or the wedding out or the special occasion out if you have your gold or silver utensils.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go into our glassware department where we have, it's called goblets. Most people use this goblet for water and tea if they're having their special occasion. And then we have our champagne flute where most weddings use that when they're doing a toast to the bride and groom, or even if you're doing a toast at a birthday party.
Okay.
So this is some of our glassware that people ask for and they rent. And then we're gonna move on. Also, we have vases that we rent out. And this is our popular cylinder round vases that people rent out, so you can rent those out. And then we just added some simple decor where we just put floating candles, and then we have some smaller vases right here.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So now a table like this, is there a certain budget that this would fit into for this type of table spread that you have here?
Sure, this is like your average person who's maybe having a wedding, or this is like an in-between budget where it's not low budget, but then it's not real fancy. So
Okay.
this is something that's nice, mellow, in between.
Okay, so this would be more appropriate for your weddings or even your dinner parties.
Sure.
This would be beautiful for a
birthday,
dinner. Yeah.
weddings, bachelorette parties.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now, okay. Now, when someone calls you, I know you provide the rentals.
Yes.
Do you also do the setup and the delivery of your rentals?
Yes. We also provide setup. We break down. We provide delivery and pickup also.
Okay.
So what we do is, if they want us to set up, we charge a fee to set up, but we set up our rental items only.
Okay.
So that we won't get in the way with any other vendors or any other decorators. We set up the rental items, and that makes it very easy for clients, so they don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so you deliver and you also go back to the facility and you pick up your rentals as well?
Yes, we also pick up also.
Okay, that makes it very convenient.
Yes.
And very easy for them to just have a wonderful day without worrying about the hassles
Yes.
of setup and all that and
Packing
taking down.
items up, making
Okay.
sure they're packed properly. We do all of that.
Yeah. Now, I know you mentioned, we don't want to confuse your customers, your clients. You provide the selection rentals, but you do
Yes.
not do the decor.
No.
Let's stress that
Yes.
point. Okay.
This is a simple decor I did put together,
Yep.
but people have to know the difference between rentals, event planning, and wedding planning and decor. So when they contact me, all the items I explained on here are rentals.
Okay.
You know, we do have a vendor list if someone needs a decorator or if they need an event planner or wedding planner. But everything you see on here is rental items that can be rented.
Okay. Including little flowers right here too?
Sure. If
Okay.
people need floating candles, things like that, they want us to set it up, we can do this also.
Okay, so you're down to the absolute detail. Whatever
Yes.
they need, you can get it for them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to this table over
Sure.
here, which is beautifully set up. And just so you guys know, we have this beautiful arrangement. We have a new upcoming floral designer by the name of Carmel. And you wouldn't believe this, but this is an artificial arrangement. And she's so talented that she can take an artificial arrangement and make it look like a real flower bouquet. Well, okay, Michelle, we went over the first initial table, but tell us more about this beautiful table setup that you have here. What are we looking at here?
Sure. This table, we're showing more of our glassware.
Okay.
Sure. First, I want to just let people know this is another style linen. This is our satin silver linen. That's pretty popular also. And we also have our sequence table runners. So sometimes people want to add a pop to the table, and they'll use a table runner, and this is sequence with satin.
Okay.
So that's another variety of linens and table runners. We also have our dinner and salad plates. So we have our standard white plates, dinner and salad plates that people use for wedding and events and special occasions. And we also have our clear square glass dinner plates and salad plates. And earlier we showed you the gold utensils, and this is our silver utensils. So we have our dinner fork, we have our salad fork, and we have our dinner knife.
Okay.
And we also have a polyester silver napkin. So that's also some of our popular rental items. We also, in our vases, earlier we showed you the cylinder vases.
Yep.
But this is some of our cube block vases that we also rent out to. And it adds a pop with the floating candles to your special occasion. Getting into the glassware, we also get a lot of bartenders that contact us.
Okay.
Because they provide the alcohol and the servers, but a lot of bartenders don't have the glassware.
Okay.
So we also have different style glasswares that we rent out. First, I want to start off with, sometimes people don't use the goblet. They'll use a typical water and tea glass. Then we have our beer mug, our beer glass that people use for specifically for beer.
Okay.
And a lot of times people, they will use a martini glass if they have a specialty drink. This is good for bachelorette parties or bridal showers or different birthday parties, or even for weddings if they want to put a specialty drink or a martini in here.
Wonderful. Okay.
And then we have our popular rock glasses. If someone wants to have a liquor drink,
Okay.
they'll use the rock glasses.
Okay.
And we have our stemless wine glasses, where this is very popular too, the stemless wine glasses for wine. And then we also have different styles wine glasses for red and white wine. So we have 2 different style wine glasses.
Okay.
And then we have our popular charger plate, our glass silver beaded charger plate that people use to add a pop to their table.
Beautiful. Okay. Did you say that your plates also comes in different colors as well?
Yes, this is
Okay.
what I'm showing you are a lot of our popular rental items, but we can get so many different plates in different styles and different colors.
Okay. And you mentioned that you also cater to B2B, which B2B stands for business to business.
Yes.
So not only do you provide tableware, glasses, linens to just your event planners or your clients, but you also do business to business for bars and
Different
any in
venues,
venues,
yes.
business owners that may need additional resources because maybe they don't have enough linens or maybe they don't have enough glasses. They
Yes.
can definitely just reach out to you as well to fulfill those orders for clients that they may have on their end.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. And by the way, we have this beautiful flower arrangement. The lady that created this flower arrangement, if you can believe this or not, this is an artificial flower arrangement, but she is so talented and she's located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Her name is Carmel, and she has an upcoming floral arrangement business that will be available online real soon. So sooner or later, you'll be able to reach out to her and put in your orders for floral arrangements. As you can see, it really brings out the table setting that we have here. And that brings another question for you, Michelle. Do you also work with other businesses to to bring about your selection rentals business for, like, say for instance, if you have a client and they might need something else in addition to selections rentals, do you also collaborate to make sure that your clients' orders are fulfilled and their requests are fulfilled?
Yes.
Like for cake bakers, or maybe they might want to come to you for something like that.
Yes, sometimes people contact me, even, I'm just do rentals, but sometimes people contact me and they think I decorate, or they think I do the event planning part. So most of the time, if they do contact me, I do have a vendor list referral program where I have a lot of event planners, bartenders, photographers, bakers, caterers, where I'll let them know that, yes, you can get the rental items from me, but I can also share information on different businesses to make your special day pop.
So you're one-stop shop. So they don't have to go making a bunch of phone calls and going online and looking up different vendors. You actually have a vendor list. So if they need selections rentals for their party wear, their table linens, you also might have someone that can provide, like you said, the other amenities that it takes to bring about a party. I mean, you've worked with these people, so they're reputable.
Yes.
They're reliable. So you take some of the legwork from the customer and you provide them with convenience.
Yes, and that's our goal too, to
That's-
make,
yeah.
again, when people, rentals, like I said before, rentals is the cherry on the top.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are overwhelmed if they're contacting you at the last minute and they need rentals, or sometimes they're overwhelmed when they're contacting you in the beginning. So again, I will help them get that planner going, get the rentals going, and make it easier for the customer.
So how can people contact Selections Rentals?
Sure. Social media platform, Selections Rentals. If you type in Selections Rentals, or for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we also have our website, selectionsrentals.com.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what, Michelle, it has been a pleasure. I know
Yes.
you've been at this, and I'm so glad to see that your business is growing, Selections Rentals. If you need party rentals, wedding rentals, you know who to check out, Michelle Winstead. She's located in the state of North Carolina, particularly in Raleigh, and she will travel to you. And we're going to end our podcast today, but before we end our podcast, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. One being MBT Marketing Solutions, which is ran by Marilyn Bryan Tucker. She is the go-to lady for all of your marketing needs, advertising, copywriting. She specifically likes to deal with startups and small businesses, whether you are in the state of North Carolina or out of state. She is the person to get your business up and running with her marketing skills. And also from Me to You Essentials. From Me to You Essentials specializes in holistic body care products, foot care products, body care products made with all natural ingredients that you can pronounce. Their website is from me to you essentials.com, and the U is just simply the letter U. And again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to our newest segment of Let's Chat North Carolina. It's always a pleasure to introduce local businesses in the state of North Carolina. That's what we're about. We're about supporting small business. And if you happen to want to be a sponsor for our next Let's Chat podcast, whether you're locally here in North Carolina or out of state, just send us an email to letschatnorthcarolina@gmail.com, and we can shout your business out, mention your business, and get the word out as well. Again, thank you for tuning in, and take care of yourself.